Suara Gracia FM, the sound of life. God humbles the proud. Shalom, good evening keluarga Gracia. Meet me again with Audrey in English Time program on Monday, 22nd of September 2025. Okay, how are you keluarga Gracia? I hope everyone is blessed. And of course tonight I'm not alone. I'm with Miss Dwita. Okay, hi Miss Dwita, how are you?
Hi, Miss Audrey. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. So how's your week? Last week,
Uh,
weekend or
yeah,
weekday?
I spent my weekend in Jakarta, Miss Audrey,
Okay.
because I had an appointment with my friends, actually with my gang. That is the gang.
Okay. In Jakarta.
In Jakarta, yeah,
Okay.
in Jakarta. So we've been together actually maybe more than, well, the WhatsApp group was in 2014, but we were
Okay.
friends since we don't know, maybe since 2008, maybe
Oh, okay.
2009. Okay, and then so we went to an exhibition, actually the weaving exhibition, tenun, pameran tenun in Jakarta, and there was an event where we could join. We could make something, an accessories
Okay.
from the scrap fabric dari kain percanya tenun.
Okay.
So it was so we were very happy because we could use the expensive cloth.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Walaupun perca, tapi itu kita yakin itu mahal-mahal.
Yeah.
Because kalau kita beli kain perca utuh, nggak mungkin kita potong hanya untuk
Betul.
bikin kalung atau bros. But this is the scrap fabric, kain perca ya.
Yeah.
Itu so we could use. So I made my own style, and then because it looked good, so my friends asked me to make them. Maybe
Okay.
5 friends asked me. So total I made six pendant. Because they said, well, your hands are very quick in making things. Jadi kita bisa cepat-cepat pulang gitu, nggak usah lama-lama, karena gantian yang mau ikut banyak.
Okay.
Ya, gantian gitu ya. Jadi the thing is that we were happy because we could use as many as possible. We were very happy.
Yeah.
And then we also, even though we were mothers,
Yeah.
but we were still glad spinning putaran hadiah tuh ya.
Yeah,
Apa sih?
spinning
What?
wheel.
Spinning wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a bracelet. Okay, that is the real spinning wheel. So I have to spin the wheel. And then the second one is spinning wheel in the computer. So I just stick,
Yeah.
click, and then
Click and then
I got a small pouch. Even though I could make the pouch, I
But
could make bracelet.
you're still happy.
Yeah, I
of
was
course.
very happy.
Yeah.
I was very happy because I got the gifts like that.
Yeah.
And then the fabric was very very beautiful in the exhibition. Kain-kain tenunnya bagus ya. Those were from Nusa Tenggara Timur. Nusa Tenggara
From
Timur,
NTT.
Maumere. Yeah, the specific place was Maumere. So and then the decoration was also very beautiful. So there was like a house that is maybe in the past time, the house in Maumere. So I took a picture there because I wanted to show to my mother, my family. So this is Maumere. Why, Miss Audrey? Because in my junior school diploma, the ijazah, it was written that I was born in Maumere.
Oh.
Well, actually, I was born in Merauke. Farther in Papua. Yeah, I was born in Papua, Miss Audrey. So actually it was written in Maumere, and my mother said, ya oke lah, udahlah, nggak usah diganti, repot.
Yeah,
So until now it was still written Maumere in my junior school diploma.
only
in junior school.
school.
Yeah, but in the senior, I told the school that it was a mistake. Would you please refer to the elementary school diploma and report, and also my akte kelahiran. So I said that. So they corrected in my.
How come they
I
wrote
don't
the
know.
wrong place?
I don't know. Maybe because at that time most of the teachers they came from NTT.
Okay. Okay.
So maybe they Maumere was familiar for them instead of Merauke.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in Merauke.
Okay.
Me and my elder sister. We were
But
born
you didn't have to change the junior high diploma?
because my mother asked me not to. It's okay lah, daripada repot ya at that time.
Yeah.
Ya udahlah, yang penting yang SMA-nya kan, biasanya yang SMA ditanya selalu SMA, ijazah SMA atau ijazah kuliah gitu.
Because right now, Miss, if it was there was a little different mistakes, you have to change it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Whenever we wanted to make the passport or things, so while making the passport, so the name in the passport and in the identity card and then in the akte kelahiran, those should all be the same. If not, you need to have an endorsement. Maybe so many hours to take to change everything. Yeah, that is that.
Yeah, that's why nowadays when we prepare the diploma, even for primary, we have to look at the birth certificate.
Oh yeah, it should be
Yeah.
So there won't be any mistakes. Yeah, that's right, Miss Audrey.
Yeah.
And you know what? In my children's diplomas, actually there was a slight. I could see that it was written in with pencils.
Okay,
With pencil.
yeah. Pencil first and then
so they won't make mistakes. So I appreciated that. And you know, until now, I also sometimes, if it is the difficult form to fill, I also use the pencil
the
first.
pencil first. Yeah.
Like this afternoon, I had to write down because there is a college student in Cirebon. He wanted to do the internship in my place.
Okay.
So I needed to write down the names, the name, the name, and then the faculty, etc., etc. So I wrote them in pencil with my pencil first. I was afraid, even though it is only a form, not a diploma.
Yeah.
So I asked him, "Is it already correct? If it is correct, so I will write that down again with my pen."
Yeah.
Okay, correct. So that is that. So so last weekend I spent a good time with my friends. So that and then I came back this morning from Jakarta. And yesterday it was a little bit quiet in my family because there were only 4 of us. My youngest is in Jatinangor, and then she still has the ospek jurusan for this week, for the whole week.
Wow.
Yeah, the whole week, and including the retreat. For the Christian and then other events for the other religions. Well, ya walaupun berempat kayaknya tetap sepi ya biasanya.
Tetap sepi ya.
Baru terasa.
Kayak nggak lengkap aja.
Kayak nggak lengkap. Okay, so that is that, Miss Audrey.
Wow.
How about you?
I just in Cirebon and actually, I went to one sushi restaurant last Saturday, with my kids because they love sushi. So I just took them there, and then after that we just go around at that mall, and after that, they rode a bike in the morning.
Okay.
Just 2 of them. And then after that, just stay at home until the Sunday. But on Sunday we had to go to the Gracia building because we prepared for tomorrow's.
Tomorrow's
tomorrow's
event.
event.
Big event, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and they also went there this evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all. Because usually weekend is just my slow days.
Okay. So, Miss Audrey, which one do you like in the sushi restaurant? Do you like the raw salmon? The raw one?
I I like the roast salmon, but I don't prefer here because not really fresh. I think.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's still like maybe usually I eat that roast salmon in Jakarta
Oh, okay.
in certain restaurant which I can just sure that it was fresh.
Fresh. Okay. Have you ever eaten the octopus, the small octopus?
The small octopus, the raw one,
Not really raw, not really
raw, but steam. I think.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
but it's very small, with the bold head, palanya botak gitu kan?
Ah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
kecil,
yeah.
It's very small.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've tried it once.
Oh.
Yeah, but not that fave for me.
Oh, okay. So when my daughters ate that, so I just closed my eyes. I was scared, Kasian banget ya. When it is the raw salmon, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah.
Raw, but for the octopus, it's very
Because
small.
it's with the size and the
tentacle,
Tentacle,
very
yeah.
small. And then
and also the
kepalanya-
texture. I think, yeah.
Yeah. Kok kasihan amat ya. So I said, don't eat in front of me, please. Makannya di sebelah sana deh duduknya. Kasihan banget. My favorite meals in sushi restaurant justru malah salad, Miss Audrey.
Ah, okay.
Salad, and then my favorite is the chicken karage salad. That is my favorite one.
I like the wait, I forgot the name. The egg which so soft. What they call it? I forgot. It's like they make it by the egg and then you not steam,
Steam.
but it's really soft. But I forgot the name. That's my favorite in sushi restaurant.
Something like, what do you call it? Benedict egg, no?
No. Yeah, that's one of my favorite in sushi restaurant.
Okay, talking about egg, Miss Audrey. Last weekend, I also went to the supermarket
Yeah.
where I also bought bread, roti tawar, but in the middle, there is an egg. I don't know how they made that bread. Dan telurnya tuh kuningnya masih bulat
Yeah.
surrounded by the white egg. Tapi itu seperti di steam. Tapi itu menyatu dengan rotinya. So I didn't understand how to make that.
Rotinya crispy or
No.
soft?
Just soft. Roti tawar biasa. Terus because I put it in the refrigerator, so I needed to take it out from the plastic and then I put it in the microwave just for 1 minute, and then I took it out and then I cut, so it looked like not really soft. Jadi itu bisa dipotong jadi 6 bagian.
Oh, okay.
So I just add it like that. It is quite savory, but it is better when I add the bread and that egg with the sambal Bangkok. So, enak banget.
Still sambal Bangkok.
I also bought the mochi, and inside is the red bean. That is my favorite, red bean. Red bean in bakpao, red bean in mochi.
I know you like bread with red bean.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, red bean in bapia.
Yeah.
Any kind of red bean in any kind of. I like it. So
Okay.
so one mochi just hop. Just one. I bought 3 actually, and then I put it in the refrigerator. And then when I saw again, it was only there were only 2. Weh, kemana yang satu ya gitu ya? Because that is my favorite, so I don't like people taking my. So I was asking who took my red bean mochi, and then my husband said, "Well, I did that. I want to try." Oh, okay lah, nggak jadi marah. So I still have 2, and then I ate 1. Wow, tastes good.
Okay.
Because it is
mochi.
quite cold.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was the supermarket in Jakarta, especially for Japanese people. Especially for
Wow,
Japanese. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, many Japanese people they go to that certain supermarket.
Because they have many Japanese.
Yeah. Japanese
food, or
and meat that they like in what do you call it, bumbu-bumbu segala macam gitu ya. I don't know, is that because they it is prepared like that for Japanese, or because so many Japanese came and then they prepared all the things for Japanese. I don't know
which one first.
which one first. Tapi senang ya karena kita bisa coba berbagai macam jenis makanan dari Jepang gitu. And then I also wanted to try the kimchi from Japan, but well, I said so I was thinking that at that time we didn't have anything to eat with that kimchi, so I didn't buy that.
Okay.
Have you got already the name of the egg?
Yes, chawan mushi.
I see. So it is in a bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really good, miss. Try.
Oh, what is the inside? Only the egg?
Only the egg, and sometimes there was it's sometimes there is a chicken, a small chicken bite, something like that.
Inside?
Yeah, inside.
Oh, okay.
Or mushroom.
Oh.
Yeah, it's depend on the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So last time you ate that too?
Last time no, because I just want the sushi, but usually I always order this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's better in the different sushi restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The famous one.
Yeah, that's really good. Chawan mushi.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, okay. So in that restaurant, I went there on my birthday, exactly on my birthday.
Yeah, and they will give us the little sushi
with a candle.
Yeah.
So I already did that 2 times usually, last year and this year.
Yeah.
I went there. Agak memaksakan diri.
Yeah. Pokoknya supaya dapat.
Yeah, so you can imagine that at my age I still like things like that.
Inner child, miss.
Yeah, nggak bisa hilang itu ya.
Yeah. Okay, keluarga Gracia. That's all about our weekend. But before we continue, let's hear some songs and following advertisements. We'll be right back. Okay, keluarga Gracia, back again with us in English Time program. After we talk about our weekend, now we will talk about the trending. Okay, please, Miss Dita.
Okay, so actually, Miss Audrey, it's not that easy to find what is trending every week.
Yes.
But this time I was so lucky that when I found that there is an article about job hugging. Actually, that is the first one. And then I searched what is job hugging. So that is quite famous and quite trending these days among the workers.
Okay.
So I found that, and then I search again. What is the trending trending phrases for the workplace.
Okay.
The funny one, the unique one, and then muncul banyak sekali ya. And you know what, Miss Audrey, ini frasanya itu unik-unik gitu ya, dan lucu-lucu gitu. Kita nggak nyangka artinya seperti itu gitu, tapi lucu-lucu. Okay, so let's start, Miss Audrey. Okay, so what's trending? It is about workplace dictionary. Okay, dictionary, kamus nih. So there will be 17 phrases that you can learn. We can learn together. Okay, hi everyone. You are tuned in to Work Life Waves, the show where we decode the strange but true language of modern work culture.
Tonight, we're flipping through what we call the workplace dictionary. All those catchy buzzwords that describe how we really survive the 9 to 5.
So let's dive in. First word, job hugging. That is when you cling to your job like a teddy bear, that you hug your teddy bear, your doll. You don't love it. You don't hate it. You just hold on tight because it feels safe. That is when you cling to your job like it is a safety blanket. You are not leaving even if you secretly want to.
And closely related is career nesting. That's when you have decorated your desk, making your workspace super cozy and staying put with plants, photos, snacks, coffee mug collection. You have built a nest at work and no one's moving you. You are not chasing promotions, you're just cozy.
And then there is number 3, paycheck peddling. Paycheck peddling. Peddling, that is kayuh. Kayuh ya, peddling. Alat untuk mengayuh perahu ya, kayuh. You are not swimming toward a goal, you are just pedaling enough to keep your salary flowing in. No growth, no adventure, just floating. Imagine you are in a boat, gently paddling, perlahan mengayuh, not really going anywhere, just moving enough to keep your salary flowing in each month.
Now, this one is classic. Number 4, resume hoarding. Updating your CV over and over, polishing your LinkedIn like a diamond, adding teamwork for the 10th time, but never actually applying anywhere.
I know a few people like that. Next up, number 5 is cubicle camping. Cubicle is a place where you work, okay, in your own desk. You have been in the same desk, same chair, same role for so long. You could practically charge rent. You have practically carved your initials into the office wall.
Okay. Ouch. And here's a tough one. Number 6. Promotion ghosting. Okay, ghosting. Your boss swears your promotion is coming soon. And then poof, gone. It vanishes into thin air. Boo, like it never existed.
The ghosting ya.
Ghosting
udah tahu lah ya artinya ghosting
benar.
Okay, that stings. And for the overachievers out there, burnout banking. You work yourself to exhaustion, stash money away, and dream about quitting someday. And then the risk, you are too tired to enjoy the reward. You might burn out before you cash out.
Now let's lighten it up with some everyday office survival terms. Inbox surfing, scrolling through emails, spending hours endlessly to look busy, but actually doing nothing.
That's right. And productivity theater. That is when you perform being busy, typically really loud, carrying piles of papers, opening spreadsheets, but the outcome? Zero.
Here's a sneaky one. Coffee badging. You pop into the office, grab coffee, say hi to the team, show your face, and then head out like you have done your duty. Sneak back out.
Sneak out pelan-pelan dari belakang. pelan-pelan
Pelan-pelan menghilang.
Ya, sneak out itu menghilang ya.
Yeah.
Menghilang tanpa bilang-bilang.
Betul.
Genius. And then we've got title treadmilling. Treadmill. Title treadmilling.
Yeah.
Running hard to collect bigger and fancier titles, chasing fancy job titles one after another, but never feeling more fulfilled.
Yeah. Or milling. Yeah, where you sit through endless meetings that just circle around the same points and never lead anywhere. Sound familiar?
Yeah, every Thursday on my calendar. Now some newer entries, that is exit delaying. Exit delaying. You keep saying, I will quit next month. And somehow you are still there a year later making excuses.
Yeah. Then there is promotion perching. Staying just long enough in one role to hop to the next, like a bird on a branch.
Yeah. Okay, like bird from one branch to another branch. Yeah, hope yeah. Oh, I like that one. How about overtime nesting? You have made late nights your routine into your lifestyle, not out of efficiency, but because you have built comfort in staying too long in the office has become your second home.
Guilty as charged. And here's a modern twist. Ping-ponging. You bounce between the same 2 or 3 companies every few years, just to negotiate a higher salary.
Ya, bisa ya.
Bisa.
Wow, smart move. If you can handle the bouncing, last one, loyalty looping. You keep thinking this company will reward my loyalty, and 5 years later, you are still waiting.
And that's our workplace dictionary for today. From job hugging to loyalty looping. These terms might sound funny, but admit it, they hit close to home and they're way too real.
Yeah, so remember, whether you are cubicle camping, paycheck peddling, or even burnout banking, at least now you've got the words for it and a little humor to survive the grind.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Audrey, have you ever been in one of them? I was.
For me, I think I do the maybe career nesting.
Career nesting.
No, but I mean it's just make my work desk comfortable.
Oh, okay. It is okay, Miss Audrey.
Yeah.
Once when I was a secretary, my career nesting that I put the jars of cookies.
Okay.
So many jars of cookies, maybe 5 or 6 with different cookies. So I was expecting people coming to my place and then taste that and then have a chat with me. That is the first time I went to the office. And then later, I also experienced paycheck peddling. I didn't go anywhere. Nggak ada pergi-pergi keluar kota because I was a secretary, just just like a post office, right? Coming the files coming to my desk, give to my boss, and then from my boss to me, and then gave back to the subordinates, etc. So at least gajinya cukup lah sebulan. Begitu tuh. So those two, career nesting and also paycheck peddling, those two things, Miss Audrey. But I never did the coffee badging because itu kan minum kopi gitu ya, terus hilang.
I never did that.
But it's very funny, Miss Audrey. Very cute dictionaries, I think. Very cute phrases. So maybe Keluarga Gracia, you experienced one of those 17 workplace dictionary. So just enjoy whatever you are. Even though it is also maybe promotion ghosting, Miss Audrey, that's okay.
It's okay.
Just enjoy the humor.
Okay, Keluarga Gracia. That's all about the trending tonight. But before we continue, let's hear some songs and we'll be right back. Okay, back again with us in English Time program. After we talk about our weekend and also the trending, now we'll talk about daily conversation. How to answer or what's the answer? Okay, please, Miss Wita.
Okay, so it is about polite replies. So let's practice, Miss Audrey.
Okay.
I will say some phrases to you, and then you say the
Polite reply.
reply.
Okay.
Could you help me?
Of course, happy to help.
Okay. Can you send the file?
Sure, I'll share it by 4 p.m.
Are you free tomorrow?
I'm booked then. Does 7 p.m. on Wednesday work?
Okay. Sorry, I'm late.
Thanks for letting me know. Let's begin.
I don't understand.
Thanks for telling me. Let me clarify.
Can I ask a question?
Please, go ahead.
I made a mistake.
It happens. Let's fix it together.
Can you speak slowly, please?
Sure, I'll slow down.
Sorry to bother you.
Not at all. What can I do for you?
Can we reschedule?
Certainly. What time suits you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are polite replies. Okay. Ada juga yang jawabannya mungkin biasa-biasa.
Biasa-biasa,
Could you help me, please? Yes, of
Yes,
course.
of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you can also the polite one is of course happy to help.
Iya.
Jadi agak ada panjang sedikit gitu ya.
Iya, tapi lebih sopan
Lebih
ya.
sopan.
Lebih enak didengar
Iya.
mungkin.
Oke, jadi belajar lagi
Ya.
hal-hal yang seperti ini, keluarga Gracia, supaya cara kita menjawab orang juga menjadi lebih baik dari biasanya gitu
Ya,
ya.
oke.
Oke.
betul. Oke, keluarga Gracia, it's all about tonight. Before we leave, never stop learning. There is always one more thing to learn. Thank you for joining us. See you next week. God bless you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.